Hi, Todd Winty here with Path to Progress for November 17th, 2025. Hard to believe, halfway through the month of November. It seems like every time I turn around, time speeds up as I look backwards, and it feels like it takes forever at the beginning of a day to get through what I got to get through, right? This morning as I was driving in, had a day off from work last week on Friday. It wasn't really a day off to relax, but it was a day off, a day away from the other things. And as I came into the office this morning, I was reminding myself of some of the lessons that I learned last week, and particularly last Friday. The biggest lesson that I learned that has come home most powerfully for me is that I have to remember that I'm not in charge of the outcomes. I'm not in charge of results. I am in charge of action. And to that extent, whether it's in my life and my relationships, or it's in my work, or it's in my spiritual relationships, I am not in charge of outcomes. Outcomes are going to be the result of lots of things moving all at the same time, and only one of them I have any control over at all, and that is my action within that space. I may be able to have my actions influence some outcomes, but the outcomes are outside of my control. And that's been painful for me because I want to have control over actions and outcomes. And so I'm always thinking about what outcome I want and taking that action instead of asking myself, well, what's the right action? And just do that and let the outcomes happen as they will. It's hard. And I'm going to have to face that today too. So my thoughts are, what actions can I control? Control those. That's what I'm going to be working on today. Just control the actions that I can control, and let go of my connection to the idea that I can control outcomes, and recognize that there are other people, there are other actors that are involved in taking actions as well. All I can control is my actions. That's both very humbling and very distressing. And it's very calming in some ways. So that's what I'm working on. I hope that will be useful for the 3 or 4 of you that watch these videos to consider that you are in charge of your actions, not the outcomes, not the results, just the actions. I hope that's useful. If it is, that's great. Share it wide and far. If it's not, let me see if I can come up with something better next time. In the meantime, this has been The Path to Progress. My name is Todd Winty. Nullum Diem. We'll see you next time.